Okay guys, so today I'm going to be showing you guys my baits in my tackle box. Okay guys, I hope you like it. Let me get the first baits out. I'm just gonna put them out on the desk.
Oh no, that's a hook. Not another one.
Okay guys, so I've got all the baits out on the table, and I'm going to go through them one by one. So I will be showing you guys me hooking this one. It's a little plastic bait. So I'm gonna take and I'm gonna hook it right here, and you go through it. But you wanna make sure that you don't hook it on there too far, or the hook will stick up too far and the fish will see it and will not bite it. So you have to just perfectly thread it in there. You don't wanna go too deep, but then you wanna come out like right about there. Then you wanna push the hook the rest of the way through, and that looks about right.
Perfect!
So there's the first one. Here's these little baits. I'm not going to get them out. They're triple tip value pack 25 triple tip. And here's this worm. We went to my friend's pond yesterday, so we have this because his bass like to eat these. Oh, here's a little bullet weight. I've got some more of these, but bigger. But not just yet. I have a little bass pack, and I'll show you. Let's slide these over here. I've got this. I ripped it out of a frog, like a fake plastic frog, but I had it in a frog. I also have these 2 curl-tail shad. I've got these little like ones with the little blue dots inside of them. And then I've got this little crawfish. I think that's how you pronounce it. You might pronounce it a different way, but that's okay. And I've got him back hooked, so when I pull him, he's gonna go like that, and his paw and his little things are gonna wiggle in the water like.
Ooh, fancy.
And that's gonna attract the bass. And hopefully whatever else would eat. So here's these little frisky frogs. They kind of look like tadpoles. I'm not going to get them out of the pack because they really stink. And here's these little swirl tails. I'm pretty sure that these are the ones that you pull in the water and they'll go like, and their tails, they have really good action on their tail. Here's the frog that I was talking about. You can see where I had him hooked at. Had him hooked right there, all the way through, and then the hook would come up right here. It's a pretty nice frog. Camera doesn't do it justice. He's pretty big. He fits in my hand. So, I mean, I'd say he's pretty big. I'm going to put him over here. Okay, guys, so I have these too. These little Dugan baits. They really stink. That's why I got them in a Ziploc bag. It literally says, open, sniff. Ugh. Here's this little worm jig that I have. It's probably like a 9-inch worm. And then I got this little bobber. The ones that like will let the line through the top of them. And it will go all the way to the bottom. And then you can also like put the line tight and they'll stay where you want them. Here is one that a frog that I haven't opened yet. It's right there. I think he's pretty cool. Here's this little worm jig that I have, so then when I pull him, he does this. I think it's pretty cool. And then I have these little Excite baits. I don't know if I said that right, but okay. And you can pause the video and read that. I'm not going to because I'm probably going to pronounce it wrong. Here's this little lizard that I have. It's a little soft plastic lizard. It's squishy. I have these Harmony Fishing Calm. And they're pretty good hooks. Make better tackle, make better anglers. They're pretty big hooks. And then I've got these other frisky frogs. They're a different color. And then I've got these little yum baits. It says to use a eye hook or whatever that is. I forgot the name. It's a little grub. I've heard that shad really love these. I've seen the outdoor boys use these. And I've not seen anybody on YouTube use these. And I've seen nobody use these. But these are the little grubs. They're, as you can see, they're different colors. This is like black with white speckles. And this is like a Christmas color. Okay, so I've got some more baits that I'm gonna show you. Now I'm gonna show you the moving baits. Okay guys, well I've got like different kinds, like topwater, moving, like in the middle. And then I've got bottom baits, and then I've got grassy looking baits. I don't know, I'm just gonna show you. So here's my walking bait, I'm pretty sure. That's what it's called. Yep, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. And then I've got this micro bait little crawfish. I got this for so if we went to the creek again, and it's got this little bill on it, so I think if you pulled it this way, it'd go down, and you can also pull it from this way, I'm pretty sure, because see, there's that little dot right there. And then I have got this little tiny rattle trap. It's a pretty cool looking rattle trap. It's definitely not the biggest one I've ever had. The biggest one is probably about like that long. And then I got this blue rooster tail because my brother's favorite color is blue. So I've got this little blue rooster tail for him. And I think the blue guy will like it. And then I have got these little, like bugs. They're like little tiny minnows, and I'm pretty sure that like bass will probably come up and eat these. Aww. So I'm gonna put these right here. And I've got this saltwater bait. It's a moving bait, but it's saltwater. And I've got it like hooked up to this little weight that goes down and hangs on the bottom, and it kind of like is like an anchor for a boat, so it latches onto the sand, and then it's basically like a anchor for this little bait. It's got a broken back, so its tail is very flippy. It's got some sand on it from the beach. So I'm gonna set it over here. And then here's this little popper. It's not a new popper, but it's not an old one. It's a hula popper. I don't know how to use a popper. Look at how thick that line is. That's probably like 17-pound test. And then it's got this nice little skirt behind it. It's a pretty big basket. It's a big old one. I'm just gonna go through all the baits that are inside of it. So, I've got these little like clear worms. We were using one of these yesterday. It's got like one of these big old things. One of those big old like pink tails. Then I've got these like little grub looking caterpillar worms. And they come in like green, this color, and they come in this color, and then they come in this color, and then they come in this color. So that's that. And then I have these little lizards. They come in green and they come in gray. Big old hookup. Look, here's a rock compared to it. It is huge. All I know that really could bite this is probably the biggest 5-pound bass that I've caught. I don't think I have it on video because I was like 4, and I haven't been videoing for that long. And I caught a big old bass. It was the biggest bass I've ever caught. And I'm gonna put this hook back up in this little harmony thing, because apparently I don't want to get it in my hand, because it really hurts to get in your hand. One of the worst times I've probably ever had with a swim bait is one time I was fishing at the pond at the end of my road, and I was jerking it, and a big old bass done slurped it, and then it let it out real fast, and it came back and it hit me in the leg, and it had like it kind of looked like this bait, but except it was like a little soft plastic minnow, and it came back and it went right in my leg.
Ouch!
And I had to go and I had to get it out real quick. Okay, well, I think that is probably all the baits that I have. So, okay. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.